Hello, welcome back to the Crafty Organizer. I'm Noreen Burke, and if you're new, welcome for the first time. On this channel, I love bringing you organizing tips, ideas on decluttering, upcycling, DIYs, and the occasional craft and product review. Today, I get to go to one of my favorite places, and you seem to like it too, Ikea. I've seen a couple of other people post on what their Ikeas have, so I raced to mine, and I was actually a little bit sad. While their department for their winter, is what they're calling it, was phenomenal, they didn't have very much out as far as regular decor goes. So I went to a second store out in Costa Mesa. I live right smack dab in the middle between Carson and Costa Mesa. So I went to both, and I know a lot of you don't even have a single Ikea close to you, much less than two, so I'm sorry, but hopefully you can live vicariously through this video. I'm showing you all of the decor they have, but I'm also going through all of the vignettes that they have in the showcase. Let's get started. The store in Carson did have the most out, but I tell you, if you're really interested in seeing some of the layouts they have, go online. But some of these were just so beautiful. And the thing I like about the Scandinavian design is it's really based on a simplistic greenery with just a little bit of shimmer and shine. This dining table is a beautiful example of that. But they also take the smallest touches. This one really impressed me. It's a small Christmas tree, which gives it a pop of color. Frames have all been swapped out with holiday pictures. This is probably an everyday candlestick, but by just adding that little touch of greenery, it makes it seasonal. This is an item I love if you're looking for a small space for a Christmas tree, but think of how you could use it year-round. This was another small Christmas tree, and they added floral touches to it, which I think is really sweet and elegant. Again, just random touches of red and a little bit of sparkle really give it that holiday feel without having to add a lot. Now here we get to go into their winter collection. This is Carson, and Carson, California had the most amazing area for their Christmas stuff. Look at this. This is from the stairs coming down from the showroom, and the entire part of this second floor is dedicated to their holidays. Starting with their luminaries. These are so beautiful, all paper luminaries. They range in price from $7.99 up to about $30 based on what you like. But I promise there is something for everyone in here. I really loved these Swedish style hanging wreaths. I think that is so pretty. They have boxwoods, they have regular garland style, eucalyptus, a lot of different options. And once again, the prices really range in this. I loved this star wreath. Gnomes seem to be huge this year. I've been seeing those everywhere. But they also have the traditional bauble style wreaths, which are fun to put out. And I do like that they have the blue and whites if you are still celebrating a different holiday like Hanukkah, or you just like the blue decor. Now, Ikea has an amazing section for wrapping paper, and I love thinking out of the box. I'm already thinking ahead on some of these patterns to recover boxes in your craft room or other items, but look at how much you get. 3 rolls for $4.99. Look how thick these tubes are, and there's no inner core. That's all paper that you're getting. They also have these unique style bags that are almost like a box on the bottom. And these come in 2 packs, and I think most of them were right around $5, but these were super cute. And again, getting a non-holiday print, I think these red ones would be so cute in a craft room or in an office. These little bags, the first time I saw it, I just thought, oh, cute, small bags. Oh, $25 for $10. You guys, it's an Advent bag. I think that's so cute, and I didn't catch it the first time I saw it. It wasn't until I was at the South Coast Plaza store that I realized it. Now they have a huge assortment of ornaments. Some are glass, some are plastic, but they're all so beautiful and shiny and fun, and they have a bunch of different color mixes. So you could either buy a pre-mixed or you can just buy the standalone colors. These are some real floral and twig wreaths that I thought were really pretty. Some more silver baubles, but then I noticed this, and I hadn't noticed this before. It's kind of a Whoville tree, but these are made out of wicker baskets, and they nest together when they're stored and then stack up. Now, I only found them at the South Coast Plaza store. I did not find them in Carson, so these might be a hot item. It was $49, which is a little pricey for me, but such a cool idea, and I love that it stows away. And with the little holes, you could definitely get creative with hanging your ornaments on it. They have a lot of these different doormats. These were only $7.99, and they're pretty good thickness. I was trying to show you, so I'm giving you a finger's length here, which is right about half an inch. But these are those dense brush-style fibers. I'm in love with these plates. I'm actually thinking of going back after Christmas to buy them. I love these, and I think this might be what I go for next year, but super cute. I really, really like this red pattern. They also have these cute little bottles to go along in that matching set, and linens. I want to get this red and white stripe tablecloth. I think it is so cute. These were in rectangle or square shapes. I didn't see any round. And they also have coordinating table runners that can go along with them. They have a large baking section with aprons and tea towels. Look how cute these little aprons are. And they have an adult size and a child size. I really wish my kids were little again to use these. I believe this is a sponge. I'm guessing you cut it into 6 parts for each little Santa, but it didn't say what it was. So if you know what this is already, I'm assuming when you get it wet, it expands. But if you know for sure, leave me a comment below. They have a nice assortment of tins for your baking goods, but I love this little polka dot. It's very reminiscent of Mary Englebright for me, so I think I might go back and get that as well. Now that we're out of the winter area, let's go into the showroom. We'll start off with living rooms. Now, I love Ikea for different layouts, different ideas on how to decorate. They've got very sparse all the way down to almost a cluttered feel if you've got a lot of things. But I always love seeing the different ways that they'll come up with creative spaces. So here's a larger sized living room. They give such great division though. They have a storage area where you could almost have a little desk and a landing place when you come in, but then they also have the entertaining area. Here's one with a mock under the stair space where they filled in with cubbies and bookcases. And then the other side of the room is this lovely large crafting area. I think this is beautifully done. And again, it just gives you ideas of layouts when you've got a larger space. Now we're going to move into kitchens. If nothing else, find your way to Ikea just for the amazing layouts and ideas they have for kitchens. Here's a little island that they did, which is pretty on its own. And I'm sorry I didn't get a bigger shot, but look at the end. They have open cubbies and little drawers that they configured in. Such great storage. This was a red kitchen, and I don't know if you can tell that on the camera, but it's so beautifully coordinated with the linens that they have. And when you actually get to go to these showrooms, you get to open cabinets and drawers and see the space-saving things that they have, which is so much fun. These are 2 pantry cabinets that they have on top of a base cabinet. Genius! And then they took shelves to unify the space in between the pantry cabinets. Some more space-saving items tucked in between. This becomes a really functional space. I'm duplicating this sign because I think it's so cute. This is a more minimal-looking kitchen, but once again, awesome space-saving and storage ideas. I love that rack. It's very similar to the metal ones that I use. And the upper hooks really give you a lot of versatility for storage. This is another different kitchen with a table in the middle, but look what they did with the bookcase off to the side of the refrigerator. They are using it for all of their glassware instead of taking up valuable space in the cabinets if you're limited on cabinet space. It makes for a nice display, and it leaves more space for those things that you don't want to see. Now let's move on to bedrooms. I love IKEA's bedrooms. They're always so beautiful and welcoming and multi-use. So in this one, this room didn't have a built-in closet. They created one with the illusion of a curtain, and then they put in these shelf and bracket systems, which you could easily duplicate with the Closet Maid or the Elfa from the Container Store. But the beauty of this is, number one, it's adjustable. They had a great space for hanging clothes as well as boxes and bins. And they even added upper storage for those things that you don't access very often. And again, the illusion of the curtain makes it look like you have a closet, but you don't. They also did a great job kind of creating a purposeful space. The mirror gives you the clear idea that this is your dressing area. With a small dresser, you have additional storage, and they even made a visual shelving area for additional storage as well as display spaces. The finishing touch in this room is this sweet little table for plants, but if you needed it, it could also provide additional storage for shoes, electronics, or purses. Here's another great big room, and I think what I loved about this one is it's an odd shape. So if you have an odd shape, this gives you that great idea of having two separated areas. So you've got your bedroom space, and that large wardrobe acted as storage for clothing. And then this weird offset area, they have not only a table for relaxing and having coffee, but also an art area. I think this is a great use of an additional space if you happen to have a strange area off of a bedroom that you could really utilize in a great functional way. The little garland up above is just beautiful. Here's another one that they did more as a boutique, which was interesting. These are bookcases, and they have these poles coming out to arrange the clothes in a more boutique way. But then look at this giant room. It's a little bit dark for my taste, but it definitely gives you that sense of it's a come in, get a book, get a blanket, and lounge. So many great ideas at IKEA. These showrooms are really so well done. They also have simple bedding if you just want to refresh your bed for the holidays, and these are always so super affordable. This was a cool one. They did a long shelf at the base of a window instead of a headboard or side tables. But what I really wanted to show you, I don't know where they got these from, but were these window light panels. This is a dark room. These are just illuminated panels that make it look like you have windows. So cool. Now let's talk about multi-use rooms. So many of you are using your rooms for more than one thing. This one is a great example. So they have plenty of storage and what looks like a built-in. They have a sewing area with bookcases for tons of storage. And then they also had a fold-out bed. So this would be a beautiful guest room. No one would feel cramped, but look at the storage they have for their crafts and sewing table. That is a lot of storage. You can see what's into it, but not so much that it becomes visual clutter. Here's another one. Do you see this table at the front, this task table? It's two small dressers that are facing opposite of one another and put back to back with a simple tabletop and two legs. Oh boy, if you have more than one person working in a room, that is a great idea. Once again, they're taking advantage of that vertical space with some small shelves that could be used for storage and displaying, a simple desk, and a beautiful closed cabinet to display and house the things that you need. And IKEA always focuses on some form of relaxing in each room, which I think really gives a good sense of balance. Now they'll always give you the dimensions and the size of an area. So this is 427 square feet, which is just slightly smaller than a 2-car garage. That's the entrance right there with a closet. You have what looks like an eat-in counter as well as surface space. And they have managed to fit in a full functional kitchen with storage, refrigerator, dishwasher, stove, and plenty of surface space to clean on, which is mind-blowing. They were able to fit in a small living room with a small entertainment center and a full bathroom with shower, tub, and sink. And that's only half of it. On the other side, they were able to fit in a vanity area and kind of an open space if you needed to exercise or wanted to just relax somewhere, a bed, full closet, and it still feels spacious. No IKEA trip would be complete without me visiting the As Is section. Now, the Costa Mesa store and the Carson in California were both pretty slim with their As Is section this time, but both stores were also in the midst of updating all of their showcase rooms. So that means the As Is section is going to be great in just a couple weeks. These carts are all furniture pieces ready to haul out. It shows you a picture as well as the price. This is the section I always suggest you peek through. They're usually large cabinet doors or tabletops. They also have smaller things for crafting, but this is where I suggest you go to look if you're wanting to create a new surface space in your kitchen, craft room, sewing room. These are actually a little bit more expensive than they normally are. Here's $20, but they're usually about $5 to $10. And right now I'm on the hunt for a new tabletop for my craft space. So I'll be checking back in just a couple weeks. Tons of bin items. These are just last season items. But this is another bin I love going through, the materials bin. And I immediately keyed in on that red and white stripe thing. So I feverishly dug through in the hopes that it was what I thought it was. And I regret not grabbing this big furry king size blanket. It was so soft and it was only $20, but I was focused on this. So after feverishly digging, I was very excited to see that it was in fact the tablecloth that I had just seen in the winter collection area, not $14.99, $3.90, and there wasn't a single thing wrong with it. I've already brought it home and washed it, and now I'm ready to go ahead and use it for whatever I want. I think I'm going to make some pillows out of it, maybe a table runner. I know I'm definitely going to make some mats and things for my coffee bar, but $3.90, I wouldn't even be able to touch that much material at the fabric store. So if you get to go to IKEA, check out the As Is section. Sometimes there's nothing. Other times you wish you had an extra car to take things home. So it's so much fun to just go through and peek. Let me know in the comments below, did you like this walkthrough? I usually focus on storage, but I've never really gotten to show you just the fun ideas and layouts of the IKEA store, and it is always changing. They are always updating their rooms and the displays and the items that are in them. So if you go, don't be afraid of going back again, because I promise it'll be different. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I'll see you in just a couple days. Bye.